This here is my poorly constructed and possibly pointless attempt at covering my ass from copyright shit. Not that YouTube is really gonna give a fuck, but hell, it's worth a shot.
Hello all, nobody of consequence here, and I'm not going to be talking about the Women's March. Now I know, it's probably a really stupid idea for anyone like me that wants their channel to grow, because that's the big news as of the moment, and everybody's talking about it, but that's part of the reason why I'm not gonna. Because it's been talked about to death. A bunch of women feigning victimhood, protesting Donald Trump because they think that he's going to take their rights away. Fucking crazies. So instead, I'm going to be talking about something else. Now, recently I've been watching a lot of Nigel Farage videos because, one, he's just fucking great, and two, he's just brilliant to watch. And I came across this one from about 2 years ago. I know, it's a bit old, but it was from the pre-Brexit times, and it brought up something that, even today, exemplifies one of the many major problems with the political left. It's from an interview with Kay Burley from Sky News that Nigel did. And let's go ahead and get into it and you'll see what I'm talking about.
But do you think that British workers should have preferential treatment when it comes to being offered jobs in the United Kingdom?
I think it's the job of the British government to make sure that it puts British people and their interests first. Absolutely. Of that there's no question. And that's why people vote. They vote. I mean, the Labour Party. The Labour Party historically was there to look after working communities in this country, and it's given all of that up in favour of an open door to Southern and Eastern Europe.
But isn't that racist?
And there we have it. The ever-present accusation of racism. But it's not just that. It's the reason for the accusation. Let's continue.
I don't think it is, no. I don't think it is. I don't think it can be deemed as such in any way. I mean, we've never in our history had a complete open door, and now we have one to 485 million people. I don't think in terms of common sense that really adds up.
But if you are a racist, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, it means that you are showing the belief that a particular race is superior to another. And presumably, if you're saying that British people should have jobs above East Europeans, you're suggesting that they're superior. And as a result, that's racist.
And there's the crux of this bullshit. Equating nationality to race. Now, I will give her the benefit of the doubt with the fact that she's at least using the proper definition of racism rather than this power plus prejudice shit that the social justice movement is trying to push. However, that definition clearly states that racism is the belief that one race is superior to others, while nationality is not race. It is what country you are from, not what skin color you have. The UK and America are not white countries. They have black citizens, Asian citizens, Hispanic citizens, Indian citizens. There's multiple different ethnicities that are citizens of the UK and of America. So, therefore, looking out for one's citizens is not racist. Prioritizing one's citizens is not racist, particularly when those citizens come in all colours. And Mr. Farage even touches on that point. Listen, and pay close attention to what her reply is.
Well, actually, this is a big argument in London amongst the Afro-Caribbean community, 50% of whose youngsters haven't got jobs, and that same survey that was done recently showed over 60% of the settled ethnic minorities in this country also believe we've got to have some degree of control. So this crosses all boundaries within this country.
Okay, but you're getting bogged down in the figures again.
So, Nigel points out that the Afro-Caribbean community, the black British citizens, are being pushed out of work by this influx of immigrants. He also makes mention that the majority of settled ethnic minorities within the UK also believe that there needs to be some form of control. And what's her reply? You're getting bogged down in the figures. So he states and makes clear that the non-white citizens of the UK are also concerned about this issue. And she just brushes that away with it just being figures that are going to bog you down. And then she proceeds to double down on her accusations of racism.
I've given you the definition of racist.
Well, yeah.
You told me what you thought about the fact that British workers should have a superior chance of getting a job above European workers, whether they're from Eastern Europe or whatever. And that is quite simply a racist comment.
You see? This is one of the major problems with the political left and their supporters. She even says that prioritizing British citizens over Eastern European citizens is racist. So that means that when she says British citizens, she immediately thinks white people. And that is the true racism right there. Because she is disregarding the existence of any non-white citizens. And the left here in America is no different. They do the same thing. They look at America as a white country. They look at patriotism and nationalism as pro-white movements, when that is the furthest thing from the truth. American nationalism means that the American government puts the concerns and interests of American citizens, whether they be black, brown, white, whatever, above the interests of citizens of other countries, even mostly white countries like Norway. A white as snow Norwegian should not have their interests put ahead of a Mexican American citizen. That's American nationalism. And it's not racist. All in all, the left needs to stop the race baiting, stop labeling everything as racist, particularly when it's not. And nationalism, American or British nationalism, is not racism, particularly because of how many non-white citizens there are in those countries. And that's about it. So I'm gonna have Nigel close out this video, and I'll see you in the next one.
No, it isn't. It is the job of a British government, firstly, to defend the realm, and secondly, to put the interests of the people that live in this country first. That's what we should be doing, and I'm afraid we've turned our backs on that over the course of the last few years, which has led to much, much unhappiness among millions of families.
Hey all, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like, share the hell out of it anywhere, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you didn't like the video, think I'm an asshole, go ahead and feel free to hit the dislike button. Call me a piece of shit, see if I give a fuck. Either way, I'm always open for a discussion, both in the comments and over on Twitter. You can find me at Tartan Sandpaper. It's right there on the screen. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I wish you all the best.